What's up, everyone? The typical question I get probably weekly is, what wedding lenses should I have? I have this prime lens, this prime lens, this prime lens. Is that going to work? What do you do? Is there a perfect wedding lens? What's the combo? Calm down. Here's my advice. So I do feel this question a lot. What is the perfect lens for wedding photography? Well, in all honesty, there is no such thing as the perfect lens. It just goes by personal preference. A lot of people like to use primes. A lot of people like to use zooms, and for different reasons. Me, myself, I'm more of a zoom shooter for a wedding. I think it's more essential than a prime lens. And why, real quick, I'll jump into it, is because if you want to change lenses, you say you have a 20mm on 24, and then all of a sudden you want to jump to an 85 or a 105, you got to change lenses. You can miss moments in a snap of a finger, and you're done. You miss the moment, it's never going to happen again. So I get saved a lot of times by using zooms, and that's why I feel strongly using them in that type of setting, in an event, wedding type of setting. I feel, primes are technically sharper. I think they're more or less for studios, or if you're doing something video or just something where there's not a lot of things you can miss. So I recommend zooms. I say you can have 3 lenses for weddings. And once again, the whole point of this video, a 24-70, that thing will live on my camera body at least 70 to 75% of the time. It's mainly on during the entire reception because it covers wide. I think 24mm on a full frame body, you're getting the full 24, is extremely wide enough to get anything you need. And then you could zoom into the telephoto side at 70mm and pick off your candids, and that's great. Once again, you're not worrying about changing lenses and missing a moment. You got it there. The second lens I would recommend, or just, once again, this is my opinion, there's no right or wrong answer, is the 70-200. It's really essential for me. I have that on probably the other 20 whatever percent of the time in the church. If I'm doing, I mainly use that in the church because I can zoom into the altar. I can get anything that I want at 200mm, and then I can snap out to 70mm, 100mm, catch a candid in the, in the pews, in the altar, or, in the aisles or anything if I need to. Kid crying, stuff like that, the good candid stuff. So what's the third lens? That would be any kind of macro or micro, if you're a Nikon person, lens. So 60mm. I know there's a 55mm for Nikon. The 100mm for the Canon is one of the best macro lenses out there. But you have the 60mm, 105 for the Nikon side, are the really, really most popular ones. The 2.8s. So why do I recommend that? That is your detail shots. They're really, really important. There's only so much you can do with, your minimal focal distance on a lot of your lenses. Yeah, the 24-70 might work a little bit, but it doesn't get the fine detail that you need. So once again, in my opinion, the 3 wedding lenses that are most essential to me and to a lot of people I know are the 24-70 2.8, the 70-200 2.8, and any kind of macro. I like a 60mm personally because you don't need more room to move back to be able to get the shot. But as I said, for Canon, the 100mm is really, really high end. It's not terribly expensive either, and it's one of the best on the market. So that's my opinion. Let me know, guys, down below what your favorite wedding lenses are. As I said, there's no 100,000 specific lens that says, yes, this is a wedding lens, it's important. No, it could be anything, but you really got to put some thought into it while you're using it. And I think those are the 3 best that you could use. Once again, if you're a prime shooter and you feel like you're not going to miss a moment, use primes. Screw what I say. But if you feel like you want a little bit of versatility, try renting maybe a 24-70 and go from there. That's all I got. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye. There's some, tips for wedding lenses that you can use. Hopefully this helps.